U.S. civil liberties groups have sued Louisiana for what they called its blatantly unconstitutional new law requiring all state-funded schools to display the Ten Commandments in classrooms. The American Civil Liberties Union ACLU joined with its Louisiana affiliate and two other bodies, Americans United for Separation of Church and State and the Freedom of Religion Foundation, for the suit against the law, signed on Wednesday by the state's right-wing Republican governor, Jeff Landry. Landry, who succeeded the former Democratic Governor John Bel Edwards in January, provocatively declared after signing the statute, "I can't wait to be sued." The four groups immediately took him up on his challenge by announcing they were doing precisely that. "We're suing Louisiana for requiring all public schools to display the Ten Commandments in every classroom," the CLU posted on X, formerly Twitter. "Public schools are not Sunday schools." In a joint statement, the CLU and its allies said the law, HB 71, amounted to religious coercion. They also said it violated Louisiana state law, long-standing precedent established by the U.S. Supreme Court on the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which guarantees separation of church and state. The First Amendment promises that we all get to decide for ourselves what religious beliefs, if any, to hold and practice, without pressure from the government. Politicians have no business imposing their preferred religious doctrine on students and families in public schools, the statement said. Louisiana's communities and public schools are religiously diverse. Yet HB 71 would require school officials to promote specific religious beliefs to which people of many faiths, and those of no faith, do not subscribe. The legislation mandates that an 11 by 14 inches poster of the Ten Commandments must be displayed prominently in classrooms of all state-funded educational institutions, from kindergarten up to university, by 2025. No state funding is being offered to comply with the initiative. A 4-paragraph context statement is to be shown beside the document describing how the biblical strictures were a prominent part of the American public education for almost 3 centuries. Critics point out that the wording of the Ten Commandments vary within different branches of Christianity, and that they are also a central part of Judaism. The Louisiana legislation appears to favor the Protestant phrasing, despite the presence of a Catholic minority comprising about 22% of the state's population. Even among those who may believe in some version of the Ten Commandments, the particular text that they adhere to can differ by religious denomination or tradition. The allied groups said in their statement, "The government should not be taking sides in this theological debate, and it certainly should not be coercing students to submit day in and day out to unavoidable promotions of religious doctrine." Similar bills have been proposed in 3 other states, Texas, Oklahoma, and Utah, but, amid threats by opponents to mount legal challenges, they have yet to become law. A similar law passed by Kentucky in 1980 was struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court on the grounds that it violated the Establishment Clause in the Constitution's First Amendment, which says Congress can make no law respecting an establishment of religion. The court ruled that the Kentucky law served a plainly religious purpose. However, some analysts suggest that Louisiana Republicans, a southern state within the U.S.'s traditional Bible Belt, where the party enjoys a 2/3 supermajority in the state legislature, have been emboldened by the current right-wing makeup of the Supreme Court, where there is a 6-3 majority of conservative justices.